my friends. It's so good to see both your faces tonight. I'm excited to get started. Let's do quick introductions first. Derek, tell us all about yourself and who you are.
Hello, I'm Derek. I'm the host of the Culture Pod. Usually I talk about high control groups and cults and everything that goes along with that. But now I'm here with you guys and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Van Wert. I'm the host of the Mindful Mutiny podcast. I'm at jeremyvanwert.com. I do therapy, I do coaching. I am a leader and I help you get where you need to be.
Jeremy's being humble. He does a lot of other cool shit too. It's so good to have both of you guys here tonight. So let's get right into it. Tonight we are talking about social media and what the unwritten boundaries are of social media etiquette when you enter in a new relationship. I think this is such a, I've got a lot of girlfriends that are dating right now, and I think it's something that comes up pretty often. So let me pose the question: where do you guys sit with, what the etiquette is when you enter a new relationship in regards to social media?
Well, I actually, when I heard about this question in advance, I honestly try not to prep too much. I want it to be very, very off the cuff. So a little bit of foresight is good, but the first thing that came into my mind is like the interesting thing where you kind of scrub your social media of your former partner. And not everyone does this, of course, but you can say, hey, I don't want to have that other person on my Instagram. And so I want to get them out of there. And I would imagine a good boundary for any new potential partners, they don't want to see that person either, especially if it's photos of you like hugging and close. And so I think that's definitely something that one of the first things that comes to my mind.
Mr. Therapist, what do you say?
Man, everything has become so much more complicated. I think about when I was younger, it was so much easier. All of a sudden you're with a different person and you're going out with them and you're exploring things and everything like this. But now there's this whole, like, you've got a media desk involved with your new relationship. And number one, everything from the beginning really does need to be super transparent and open about how are we handling this? Is this something that's a thing? Is this something that we're both wanting to go public about? And if that's the case, starting the conversation early about what old pictures actually are appropriate and which ones aren't, because it's actually quite a rigorous exercise to go back and take pictures out and comments out and everything like that. But it's the world we live in. It's got to be done.
Yeah. I think there's another layer too of as you start to get in that relationship with that next partner, when is their consent where they can now be in your feed? There's another layer to it as well. Like, and actually this could be for any relationship, even friendships or family. There's something that's often done, which is kind of its own little nuanced layer where, you don't even ask for consent for other people to be in a photo. And I think that's even more so as for someone that's maybe a new partner, because they're like, I'm not ready to come out on your social media as your partner or whatever trip we were on. Like, I'm still in stealth mode. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I could relate to all of those things. I think the thing that has come up in my personal life previously with dating is somebody else saying, hey, I want you to make it look official, that we're official on social media. And I'm like, social media is a lot of work for me. I have a lot of clients on there. So this isn't really, I don't use this as a platform for like, here's a new relationship I'm in, nor have I ever. So I'm a little reluctant to post things like that. And I think that's been a problem in my dating life previously. Like, why can't you, can I tag you? Why aren't you commenting on this or liking it? You don't post anything. We go on a hike. And like, that's just not what I'm usually posting. It's more work stuff. It's not a personal thing. But I think that can be problematic in itself if one person wants to have announcements and the other person is not ready to have that.
That brings in the move. Maybe you have an alternate social media for shit like that. You have,
that is a good idea.
You have kind of not necessarily a ghost account, but you got this other account that's like, hey, okay, I don't really have a lot of followers. I don't, and then that way it's like, do your thing, bro. Like tag all you want. No one's following that account.
No, I love this idea because there's people in, real life that I am hiking with and doing fun stuff with that are, we all share photos. We've got shared photo albums together. So having an account that is really serving for the people that are really in your life and not more of this like, public, hey, I'm running a podcast over here. Here's what we're talking about. It's just personal for the people that are really in there would be a great way to post and feel good about it. Cause it's not like I have anything to hide. It's just there's streams that are appropriate and streams that aren't.
I mean, that's also a move too there's a lot of people even not in a relationship that are like, hey, give me your Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And you don't want to have that awkward, like, it's kind of a private, oh, here's go ahead. I think it works perfect. What are your thoughts, Jeremy?
You get to learn a lot really early on about what the person's boundaries are, the way that the person interfaces with the world, introvert, extrovert. You get to learn a lot about all of that. It's a part of modern relationships now where you are understanding a little bit more about where the person's comfort level is. And I think one of the things that makes things really complicated is that maybe one person has a rather warm and appropriate relationship with an ex that your new person really isn't okay with. And so handling that is having a conversation with that ex and going, this is the way that we're going to be handling this now. And the sad thing is it's sometimes that can hurt some feelings, but you have to make a decision about what is the primary relationship now. It's this relationship. How do you honor that? How do you take the actions that actually prove that you're really truly in all of this, instead of just placating or people pleasing old relationship partners?
There's some more. This is so many layers to this topic.
Yeah.
So what if you meet someone, things are going great, and they're like, I want your socials. They want that next layer. You're not ready to give it. And so now it's an awkward conversation. But say you do get it, and like outside the relationship, things are great. You're like, man, we've been dating for a couple months. You get their social, and then you find out shit they post is like, what? Oh no, like I don't like this version of you at all. Then you have to kind of navigate that. It's like maybe political things or dark things that you're like, wow, I don't know you at all. So social media definitely creates another layer to all of this.
Yeah, definitely. That was where my mind was going. Like, yeah, if you are with somebody in real life and you're removed from this other aspect, and then you start saying like, yeah, a lot of political stuff or something that just doesn't align with my kind of thinking or humor, that I'm like, this is what you're posting all day when you're at work?
Or they have like many followers, and they're like, for whatever, they're doing dances on there. And you're like, what's going on? You see their social links. They have like a special page where you're like, I don't know if I like this person. This might have to be a conversation to have. There's another layer again. I don't know. Do you guys know about Snap Score?
No.
So Snapchat has a thing called Snap Score, and it actually is a problem that some people take very seriously in relationships. The more you snap, the more you engage, the higher your score goes up. So there are some partners that go like, you have an insanely high Snap Score. What are you doing when I'm not around? Who are you talking with? What's going on? What's your engagement level? It's a legit thing. Like your boundaries of social media. There have been people like, I don't like that you snap so much. It's wild.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I got you guys.
Yeah.
I got you.
Clearly.
Jeremy, it's a whole nother layer that now you got to work into your practice.
I feel so old, man.
Yeah, you gotta when you're talking with someone, you gotta say, what's your Snap Score? And they'll be like, oh dang, this guy's down.
Look, I legit live in a cabin in the woods for a reason. I drive a 70-year-old car.
Well, you're
makes
getting
it a classic.
You're getting some new info here, and that's another layer. Like I don't even want to begin on TikTok. Like I don't know. It's a great topic.
Yeah, no. So I think, yeah. What are the what's the permanent damage when you have somebody that has some insecurities around your ex specifically, especially if you have kids and you have these like memories popping up and things that because you'd have to go back and delete. I know because my nieces did this for me many years ago when I was no longer married. They said, let us help you out. You can't have this old man in your social. This is ruining your whole vibe. Let us help you. And I didn't even consider that. Yeah, I mean, we spent 15 years together. You have to go way, way, way back and start deleting everything that's there. That's a lot of work. Is that insecure on someone's part to ask for that, or should that be expected?
You know, I honestly think this should be expected, and that the conversation should be open and constructive, and that it is a major duty to do that can take upwards of 10 to 12 hours per social media platform, because you're going way back, sometimes in some cases to the beginning of Facebook, to look back and take out old pictures, old comments. It's a real dedication. But what it does is it brings your life here to the present. It brings your relationship into here's who I am now. Because really, are any of us who are healthy who we were in 2010?
Yeah. So true.
So
true. Yeah.
Well, that goes to bring like, is there like an age of like, okay, can we finally stop? Like, I have photos of me when I was 16 years old with my high school crush. You want me to go and take those off? Like clearly I'm not in a relationship with this person anymore. Like, you know, I haven't talked to this person in 15 years. I'm not going back and deleting that. That almost seems to be like a little aggressive.
Number one, I don't know. I'm not sure why it's there. It's not hurting anything, but why? The second thing is, what does your new partner think of that? What's their comfort level, rational or irrational, about that?
I would almost personally think, if I have a partner that's like, you need to delete photos of you in grade school off of your account, I would be like, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, if you're that insecure about a relationship that I had where we held hands on the playground, we have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I personally feel like that's taking it a little too far. Now, an adult relationship where like shit's real, I get it. You know, some friends going like, oh, do you have multiple relationships? What's going on here? Like, I get it. There's confusion. But I don't know. I kind of have my limits on some of that stuff.
Yeah, no, we're in a whole new world. I have a girlfriend that's been dating, newly dating, and one of the guys that she had just started dating, you know, we're on this big girls group chat, and he had posted, you know, he was at the casino, and she's sharing all these with us, you know, oh, he's in whatever, it wasn't in town, somewhere, some other casino, and you know, so we're all following along with this, and then a picture pops up of him in the bathtub with his feet. And she sent it to everybody. And I mean, immediately it was like, thumbs down, get rid of him. His feet don't look good. I mean, the place we are in our society that you know, you post something like this, and the person that is, you know, newly dating you is making determinations with their girlfriends about like if your feet are photo worthy. And this is what you're posting. Is this appropriate? I mean, it wasn't anything inappropriate. It was just feet. But I thought, man, we are living in a new world where you really have to think about what you're doing, and then who else is seeing that and how they're taking
it. Where do you go from there?
I'm feeling older and older the more that we talk about this.
There used to be a little bit of like secrecy and allure and uncertainty.
Yeah.
And it's like, you could just like find their Instagram and you're just like, I'm going all the way back, baby. Like, I want to see those feet pic.
Yeah. Well, I think there's also the beauty in that you are able to go back this far and find out what somebody was doing 2 years ago. Like, are you really a hiker, or is this a new thing, or you've always worked out, or this has always been who you are on social media? We didn't have these, you know, devices and this ability 10 years ago that we have now to see into somebody's life and what they're sharing with others.
And that actually brings up another thought. Like, there is a growing movement and trend of people that don't really want to be on social media.
Uh-huh.
They're like, I'm not about that life. They've closed their accounts. They live probably a better life. Like, and then you have that person that's like, no, I want to see your history. And you're like, you're just going to get it from my mouth. Like, like, you're not going to be able to find all this stuff.
Uh-huh.
And that probably creates some anxiety for people because they want the whole story.
It's interesting. I was out with a group a couple weeks ago, and someone younger than me said, "Oh, I don't have any social media." And I was like, "What does that look like? Like, what, why? Like, are you in the FBI?" Wait, nope, just closed it all down. Don't have it. And I thought, yeah, that's crazy because we're used to using this to see what really goes on behind the scenes or what happened 2 years ago. And you're right. You are really taking experiences from what somebody is telling you just from their mouth. You don't have social media to go back and review and see what was happening 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm curious
part
to
of me
see.
wants to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I think we are beginning to see a pushback on this because I think everybody has some sense that our brains are rotting, our attention spans are declining, and that the content isn't particularly getting any better, and that there's a sense of kind of malaise of the whole thing. And I think about pictures that I posted, I don't know, 10 years ago. Do I care about them? I'm really not sure that I do.
Uh-huh. I do love being able to see the memories pop up of like, me and my kids or stuff that we did together. I love seeing that. But I do think there's something to this. If your attention isn't being dragged another direction on the regular, because I hear about that, especially from other women within my circles of how they just go down this rabbit hole of social media. And I'm like, I don't find myself in that camp. When I'm on there, it's usually like the things that I'm following are like what to feed your chickens that I don't currently have, by the way, or what to feed your babies because my best friend has babies, or it's fat men doing funny dances. Like, it's not actual people that I know. So my algorithm is so skewed, I think, to these funny little 5-minute clips I get here and there. I haven't found myself to be somebody who gets stuck on scrolling. That's just not where I am. But I understand this can be a real problem for a lot of people.
I like if you, because the thing for social media originally was like, so we can share photos.
Yeah.
We can keep up with family. It's a great way to kind of check in. Oh, they're doing a graduation. Oh, this is so nice. They live in another state. It's become so much more of like pushing all these companies and selling and agendas, and our feeds are pretty heavy. So it's kind of changed, and a lot of people get their news on social media now, and so it's become pretty heavy. What I like the concept, I don't know if you guys have seen these. I like these picture frames that are digital. Have you seen these?
Yeah.
And you can throw it in the kitchen and you give access to all your family and friends, and then they're kind of pushing these photos out. And it's like, man, you could just have that and then get rid of social media.
Wait, I didn't realize everyone else gets to chime in and post their photos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a social thing where like, oh, you get in the kitchen like, oh, that's an awesome photo on their trip they went on.
I love that.
And it's like, so it's very curated. You're putting the good shit out there for all your friends and family. And it's like, dude, you don't have to go down this feed of madness anymore to get the goods.
Yeah, because you're absolutely right. There's all of these ads that Jeremy and I talked about this some time ago on the other podcast with pick a thing that people don't agree on. Pick any given thing. And the second that I see that thing, I'm like, I'm off social media for 4 weeks. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want to see fat men dancing, and I want to know what to feed my chickens that I don't have. If I see other things, I'm not interested. Like, this is my relaxing time when I've got 5 minutes to see funny stuff that makes me smile. And if it's anything political, I'm like, the algorithm needs to understand you've upset me, and I will no longer participate for 3 weeks.
And that is the other layer of a partner knowing your social media is they get to see your little hearts on Instagram. So they get to see your darkness. They get to see what you're liking, Jess. I've seen some of the shit you're liking. I see you. No, I kid. I just, I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic. I think this is going to keep growing and navigating and AI and all that stuff. And I think we all pretty much align. Although maybe I have a little bit more strict thing about grade school romances, but yeah, it's definitely something to be mindful of your partner. If you really genuinely care, they're right-minded and they want you to get that shit off there, then it's not like you can't go back and look at that photo that's in like your Google Drive at any time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why you would need to keep it specifically out there for everyone to see when you could just look at it in your digital photo album anytime you want.
When you brought up the AI, I thought that's another alarming thing I see pretty often. And I see it a lot with women more than with men. But when you see somebody's social media and all of their pictures are incredibly filtered, that I'm like, what is going on? Like,
red flag. That's what's going on.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that's what I think too. When I see somebody that, reaches out and I haven't talked to them in a while, or they send me a message, I don't check social media messages very often. I'll go, oh, wow, Mary looks amazing. And then I go through all the other photos and like, they're all very, very filtered. It's not really what Mary looks like.
Yeah. And I know I understand that there are beauty standards and there are things and there's pressure. I totally get all of that, especially for women more so than men. But it's like, just be real, just be authentic. If you don't think the photo's legit enough to make it online, take 30 of them. You're going to find one eventually. You know what I mean? Like, get the angles, get it all down, and eventually, hopefully you find one and then you can put it on there. But if you can't find one out of those 30, time to retire.
Yeah. Well, I don't see men using, not very often anyway, I don't see men using these filters. I have seen it, but not very often that men are using these filters to like look different online. I think that takes away the, what's the word for it? Like the ability to just be present in this moment of like what you look like when you finished a hike with dirt in your face. Like that's the fun memory, right?
Yep.
Not having it filtered out. It is in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe we're going to move back to the other side. When you start a new relationship, maybe you just start a new account. And then this isn't even I mean, if you don't have a business running out of yours like I do, it'd be real easy to just take that one down and start all over. Because chances are the people that you're friends with online, you don't really know in real life anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's been true of me. What other dating tips do you have as these youngsters start out before they jump on social media and announce their relationship, Jeremy? What other things should you worry about?
It really is about character and warmth. Is this person replying to your texts? Is this person contacting you back? Is this person spending the kind of time and emotional energy on you? Or are you getting put off? Is the energy imbalanced? Are you getting back what you're putting in? And are you seeing yourself as an equally important thing on their social media as they are on your social media? It's about balance. It's about transparency. It's about communication. And it's actually a wonderful way to begin growing together.
It's a good way to set it up because you're right. It is like your communication style and how much energy you're putting in and how much you're getting back, right? It's all an energy exchange. That's what all of our relationships are, right? It's all an energy exchange. Quality advice.
Love it.
Quality advice. Well, as always, such a pleasure to have you guys on. If our audience has questions you want us to tackle, bring them here. Jump in the comments, tell us what they are, and we'll tackle them all next week.
I love it. Yeah, we could talk about this social media topic many times. I'm sure it'll get brought up again many times because it's quite the topic.
Yeah. Well, until next week, my friends, I appreciate seeing both of you. Thank you for your time and all of your great question answering skills. Until next time.